Hi everyone. So sorry for delay. So we are going to start the episode 4 of season 2. I think today's lecture may be the most difficult part of the entire Anyone Python season, the episode. So even though you cannot understand why, even though you cannot follow me, so you don't have to frustrate it. Always there is an alternative way to do this one. But if you are patient and follow my direction, then I think you can, you are able to use today's topic, which is the VI. Before we start, as users, why don't you, I think stop sharing. Okay, so let's start the stretch. Okay, so today's topic is really difficult. It's not difficult, but it's a little bit weird, the interface. So let's start. Okay, so before we start, I'd like to share the screen with, where is my, yeah, oh yeah, probably this one. Yes. Let me change the presentation. Then share the screen. Okay, so this is today's topic. We are going to learn how to use VI. Sometimes it's called the VIM. So it doesn't matter. You can use the VI or the VIM. It will run the same program. But what is the VI or what is the VIM? So VI is editor. So for example, when you write your essay or when you write your email, so what do you use? You are using the editor, like the Microsoft Word, or sometimes you can use the Notepad, or sometimes you can use a PowerPoint to write something on your presentation file. So similarly, in command line, so we have learned the last 2 weeks that we learned about what is a command line. So command line is basically based on the command on the line, right? So, but problem is we are able to create a file using, do you remember what is a command to create a file? Anyone? Remember, how can we create a file? Touch, yes. Then what happened after you create the file with a touch? Did you do anything before? What did you do with the touched file? Nothing. Actually, the touch command create the nothing inside. It's just a file, empty file. So how can I add something my Python code? How can I write my essay? So it's very difficult. There's a way, but it's difficult. So this is a user, even that is one of the reasons why the command line is not popular, even though you like the command line. So if you do not have any editor, this is most people is doing. Let me change the our stop sharing and then share the screen with my desktop too. Okay, so this is the desktop where I work. So we can, for example, do something ls, or sometimes I can use the Python, then the exit, so on. But when I need to write, so then I need to use like this, the ID. This is the editor for Python code. So then we can write the file, so whatever, then the move, and there's another move, or for example, so you can do here, or the delete. Then how can you run? So you can run using the ID, or if you go to the command line again, cd the desktop, and then the cd anyone Python, and then the season 1, and then the any Python here. Then finally, you can type the Python first carol.py, enter, then it will run like this. Okay, so there might be errors, so we need to go back to here and then fix such a thing. So it's a back and forth, back and forth. So it's not the convenient way to use the command line with such an IDE. So to address that, there is an editor on the line, which is a command line editor. The name is the VI. So where is that? The VI here. So today I'm going to introduce the VI or VIM. So sometimes I'm using the name of a VI as a VIM interchangeably, but it's the same program. So I'm going to introduce a VI. Then the command that I'm going to introduce today is maybe less than 10%, very basic part. But if you are able to use this, finally you don't have to back and forth. Instead, you can use the VI on your command line. Then it looks like the professional. It makes you the professional, and then so it's you can brag to your friend. So I can use this command line more like the hacker style. So before we start, we are going to review the several commands that we have learned before. So to do that, so first open the command line. Okay. So open your command line. So if you are using the MacBook, you can start the terminal. If you are using the Windows, you can start the Git-bash. Okay, so why don't you start? Then please go to your home. First, go to your home. So how can you go to your home? So anyone? So how can you go to your home? CD, yes, or CD tilt. So this is your home. So under your home, if you ls or if you remember, I asked you to create, or first going to the desktop. So we don't have to type everything, DESK and tab. Why don't you use the tab autofill? So this is the pro tip. You don't have to type everything, just the DESK, then using tab. Some of you may have the different location of desktop. Then you can type. Always check with the ls, then going to your desktop. Under desktop, you may have the anyone Python folder, like me. I have the anyone Python folder. This is our working folder. So why don't you go to your anyone Python, like this. Okay, then check the PWD. Okay, so everybody can follow me. So please start your shell, start your terminal, then move to your home, then going to your working directory. So this is my working directory, anyone Python. Okay, then here create a folder, today's folder. mkdir is the command, if you remember correctly, it's the mkdir, meaning is make a directory. So make the directory name any Python S02-E04. So meaning is a season 2, the episode 4 folder. So your name may be different, it's okay. But why don't you create today's folder, mkdir any Python S02-E04 folder. Oh, I already create the folder. So then move that folder pwd here. So right now you are in the any Python S02-E04 today's folder. Okay. So everybody can follow. So right now you are in the working directory. So today's working directory. Please create a file. So file name is my underscore file. So my underscore file. So my underscore file. Then check it. As we have learned before, touch create. This is a file size. There is nothing inside. This is 0. So file my underscore file.txt is empty file. Nothing inside. So if you can follow up to here, please give me a thumbs up. So if you do not know which folder you are going in, just create the file, my file. So if you can create the my file.txt, please give me a thumbs up. Okay. Nice, Katie. Okay, so Joseph is done. And please create the file. Everyone is done, and Joseph is done. So please create the file. Okay. If you are not sure what you are doing, please use the chatting box to ask a question. Okay. The percent here is my prompt. You don't have to type. If you type percent here, it will be error. So just type touch and my file. Any command is after the prompt. Okay. Then what we're gonna do is we are going to start the VIM. VI. How can we start? Very simple. VIM and enter. So VIM enter. VIM enter. Then you will see this. Let me make bigger. VIM. So what is the VIM? VIM is the editor on command line. Okay. Actually, 1976, if I remember correctly, it was called the VI. Then later, the people improved the more, which is called the VIM. Nowadays, the VIM replaced the VI. So if you, even though if you type, so VI, it will run the VIM. It's the same program. So this is what we're gonna do, what we're gonna use today. Then problem is, please do not use the key, the method. Please follow me here. You cannot enter anything right now. So if you try to use arrow key, what happened? It doesn't move, okay? I will explain later how to move. So right now, you cannot do anything. Just use the semicolon. Is it colon or semicolon? The Unji, is it colon or semicolon? It's a colon, thank you. So use colon. So why don't you input colon? Colon is the shift plus the semicolon, okay? It's a colon, why don't you colon? Then your prompt is like that, okay? You can see cursor right now. Here, you can type Q, only Q. Okay, so can you guess what's the meaning of Q? Anyone? Its answer is here. Q means exit. It's a quit. Very nice. So as I said, so the people who developed this system is really the simple. So they just use the quit for command Q, then enter. Then you can exit VI. Once again, So this is the most difficult part, the start and end. So how can we start? VI and enter. Then colon Q enter. So colon Q enter. Please remember colon Q enter. Then you can exit. Okay. So colon Q enter is the exit. But so I'd like to use my underscore file .txt. I'd like to use it. At that time, VIM space my underscore file .txt. So which means we are going to open VIM with my underscore file .txt. So if you are ready, I hope that you are ready. Enter. Then what's the difference? You cannot see intro. Instead, my underscore file .txt is the file name you are using. So your file name is here. What can you see over here? Your playground. What can you see? Can you see anything? It's empty, right? Even though you can see the tilt actually, there's no tilt. It's nothing. But if there is no tilt, we don't know which one is the line over here. So tilt just to show this is the beginning of line for empty. Okay? So then this is the most, let me change my, oops. I'm going to share. I'm going to share the screen to yes. So in VI, oh, what happened? Ah, finally. So, sorry. So VIM has two different modes. So one is command. Another one is input. So two modes. You can remember only these two, command mode and input mode. The reason is that the VI is not like the MS Word. There is no click, there's no menu like the on top over here. So instead, we are going to type the command. If you wanna edit, so editing command. If you wanna delete, you need to type the delete command. Then after you command, you can input your alphabet or the writing. So you can write something during the input mode. So you need to change it every time. So when you type, so it should be input mode. After you type, if you copy is the command mode. If you delete is the command mode. If you wanna save or exit, this is a command mode. So there are two modes on your VI. You should be able to change it. There's such a mode. Let's go back to the desktop. Here. So right now, this is a command mode. So it's not command mode. There's nothing. So to command mode, always escape key. Okay? Escape key. ESC. Where is the ESC key? Where is ESC key? Where is it? It's the top left corner. So it's the top left corner. There is an ESC. If you are not sure which mode you are using, just the ESC several times. Just one time, but if you want to use several times, ESC. Then colon. So ESC colon. So then this is called command mode. So this is the, if you see the colon, it's a command mode. So then you can type the command. Okay? So for example, here. So what kind of command? We learned Q, but this time W. Okay? Anyone who can guess what is the W means? W command. So we learned the Q command already and W command. What is the W command? Anyone? It's a write. So after W, why don't you enter? Then you save the current. So for example, if you want write, then quit. So after save, if you want to quit, you can type W, Q, and enter. So why don't you practice again? So we are going to start VIM my_file.txt. So let me write down. So W, Q, enter. So here, colon first. Before colon, if you're not sure, ESC. So then ESC colon WQ and save the file. Okay, so save the file. So how to get out of VIM? How to get out of? So first, let me write down here ESC, escape key, ESC. If you are not sure, several times, ESC. Then colon, then Q. Okay? You can ESC colon, then Q, enter. This is symbol means enter. Okay? As I said, this is not the easy step, but this is the most difficult. But if you get over this step, you are able to use. So if your VI is not working, always ESC, escape several times, then colon, then Q. Sometimes Q doesn't work. At that time, you can use exclamation mark. Okay? So you can use exclamation mark. So Q, this, enter. Then you can exit. Okay, let's start again. Practice again. Type VIM my_file.txt and enter. So you entered this one. We do not start yet for writing. Okay, we should be able to the start and end first. Then how to end? ESC colon Q and this. Okay. Enter. Once again, VIM. So if your key doesn't work, why don't you close your terminal and start again? If you are using the Windows, close the bash shell. close the bash shell, start again. Okay, that is the best way right now. Okay, so why don't you start the VIM several times? Enter. So if the VIM is not working, always ESC. Don't forget. So if your VIM is not working, always ESC. This is the most important command when you are using ESC, the VI. Okay. So once again, so if your key doesn't work, anything, ESC several times, then colon and Q and the exclamation mark and enter. Okay. So please, then also you can use ESC colon W, save, quit, and this. So this is the most popular, W, Q, and exclamation mark, and enter. Save, exit forcibly. Meaning is you can forcibly exit after save, this thing. Then enter. Why don't you do this one the 3 times? So please, practice the 3 times. Open file, exit. Open file, exit 3 times. So always, if your VI is not working, always use ESC. Okay? Always use ESC, escape key. Escape key is the way to exit any mode. ESC, don't forget always you can use the ESC. Okay, so if you are done, please give me a thumbs up. 3 times in, out. 3 times in, out. If you cannot follow me, you should be very, very careful to follow the next one. Next one will be a little bit more difficult. Okay. So next, we are going to open the same file. This time, you don't have to type again and again every time. Instead, why don't you use the arrow command? You can see the previous command using arrow. So VIM myfile.txt, then enter. So I explain. So how can you enter the command mode? It's a colon always. Colon always. Okay, then the problem is how can I insert the data? So insert mode. So insert mode is, first I'm going to write down. So this is a command mode. So to exit command mode, insert mode is I. It's a lower character I. So I is the next to U, between U and O key. Okay. So here, why don't you just one time I. Then you can see the insert bottom, which means you are able to insert the data. You are able to insert data. It's an insert mode. Okay, insert mode. Insert mode. So right now you can type. I'm going to type hello world. Enter. Hello anyone Python. You can type anything like this. So why don't you type at least the 3 lines? This is the first VI file. So why don't you type at least 3 lines? So don't forget. So I will show you again how to do this one. So you can type I key to insert the data. That's the reason it's the I. Okay, so you can see insert. So how can I be out of insert mode? I want to change it to the command mode. How do I change the mode? This one and this one. Always ESC. Don't forget the ESC, escape key. So here, still insert mode. Why don't you type ESC several times if you want to. Only one time is enough, but sometimes several times. Then you can see there's nothing over here. There's nothing. So you exit the insert mode. Then I want to save. Save is here, W. How can I save? You need to go to the insert mode, command mode. How can you enter command mode? Command mode is colon. So colon, so you can see the prompt, colon prompt, and W, enter. So my file is saved. Okay. So if you cannot follow me, it's okay. I'm going to show you again. So then I'm done. I'm going to exit. So to exit, it's a command mode, WQ exclamation mark, WQ exclamation mark, enter. Then you create the first VI file. So ls-al, check. Why don't you type ls-l command? You can see the size is changed, 60 bytes. You can see the change. And time is 7:34. Your time may be different. So it's time. Let me show you again. So first, you don't have to delete the file. I'm going to show you once again, those who cannot follow me. So create the my_file.txt. It's nothing inside. Nothing inside, so it's a 0. So VIM my file.txt. Then enter. So this is not command mode. This is not insert mode. It's nothing. So you are going to insert. How can you insert? I key. So just one time, I key. Okay, then it's insert mode. Display, last line is display line. So you can see, well, prompt. So you can type. So hello world. And hello anyone, Python. And this is my first, the VI file. Yeah, type. Then how can I save? You can always ESC. If you are not sure where you are, ESC. Then colon. Then W, enter. So it's a save. I want to exit. ESC, the colon, Q, enter. So you can check the size. It's created. Okay. So please practice again. Open file, type something, save, and exit. Okay. So I will give 2 more minutes for your practice. If you are not sure, please ask through the chatting box. So if you are done, if you can follow me, please give me a thumbs up. Very nice. Very nice. Try, please try. If you don't try, you cannot actually complete this. Please try. Okay, the Keller, very nice. Please. I will give 1 more minute to practice. Open file and type something, insert mode. How can I insert? I, okay? Then save it. Then if you are done, please exit your VI. Please exit your VI. Exit your VI. Exit your VI. Then check the file size. It's the 60. Okay, so everybody good? Then why don't you open the file using VI? VI and my underscore file.txt and enter. I want to move. So right now cursor is top left corner. Can I move the cursor? Yes. How can you? Always ESC. So ESC, then use arrow key. Right arrow, left arrow, bottom, and up. You can move anywhere on your writing. Okay, why don't you move like me? So using arrow key. Arrow key. So you can move. So you can move on anywhere. Then why don't you go back to the beginning top left corner? This is interesting. There is another way to move. So if you take a look at your keyboard, can you find the H? Can you find the H? Why don't you put it's an index finger to the H. Then middle one, longer one, taller one, J. HJ, then this one, K. The pinky, L. So HJKL. So why don't you put your right hand side finger, forefinger, HJKL. Then push L key. What happened? If you push L key, what happened? Anyone? Is it moving? Right. What about H key? Moving left. And then what about J? What about J? Is it moving down? And what about K? Is it moving up? So you can, because sometimes when you are typing something, you don't have enough time. Move your right hand to the arrow key. So people more professional, the people use HJKL key to move the cursor. But first time it's not easy. But if you get used, this is really, really convenient. If you are not familiar, you can use the arrow key. Okay, then why don't you move arrow key? The end, the second line to the end. So I is not the only way to, so first I wanna insert something in here. Then move key, then I move your cursor to the position where you want to insert. Then enter I key. Then it will be changed like this. So Python, anyone Python? Season 3, like this. If you are done for your writing, always ESC. Always ESC. So once again, if you wanna insert something, move your key, okay, using arrow. Then I wanna insert something here, season 3. Then locate your cursor where you want insert. Then type I. Your mode is insert. Right now you are able to insert. So space, season 3. Okay, then ESC is done. You can move. If you want to save, how can you save? How can you save? ESC:W, enter. Then it's saved. Right, very nice. So from time to time, I strongly suggest you save the file. Otherwise, sometimes you may lose your update. Okay, so I wanna insert more. So insert here. So you can insert anywhere. So VI and ESC. Insert S. Okay, so you can add it like this. What about the new line? New line is the same thing. All the way the end, you can, not all the way. If you want to insert here, third line, beginning, I, then enter. Then ESC, then you can type something. Okay, so how can I insert? All the way beginning, insert and enter, then new line. So move the key. When you change it, when you move, when you comment, when you insert, always ESC. So ESC make you sure you escape the mode, then the new one. So then you can type I, then the type. This is the practice, like this. Okay, then after you are done, ESC and save and save. But it's not convenient to insert a new line. So there is another command, it's O. It's a small o. Small o. So for example, here, so I want to add a new line here. So between third and fourth. Between 3 and 4, I'd like to add a new line. So ESC, then O. You don't have to move the key, just O. Then it's an insert, which means you are able to type. This is the new line. You can type. If you are done, ESC. So what is O? O command means you can add new line. You can add new line. Okay. So you can add a new line. So please practice. You can add a new line. You can insert. You can move. So please practice. From time to time, you can save like this. If you can follow me, please give me thumbs up. I know this is really, really challenging, but it's a useful practice. So usually I don't like to give you homework, but this weekend you should practice a lot. Okay, so next one. You probably realize it's a season 2. I need to change it. 3 by replaced by the 2. Question. What will be the command to replace the word, the character? What will be? Can you guess? What will be the command to replace character? Anyone? Replace. To replace? Just guess. Ah, yes. So as I mentioned several times, computer command is really simple. You can guess. So I command replace. So let's try. So first you need to ESC. ESC, then move the cursor where you want to replace. So I want to replace the 3 by 2. Then R, oh, sorry. So I want to replace the 3 by 2. Then I, then time new one, 2. So it's replace. You can see. For example, if you want to replace the S by small s, locate R, S. If you want to replace the F by G, R, G. And if you want to replace the I, R, A, R, R, E. So like, but you can replace only one character by character R. So what if I want five characters at one time? You can use number 5R. So for example here, to replace the 5 of them. So you can 5 and R like this. A, 5A will be used for replace. Okay, 5 character. Okay, so you are able to replace the character now. And you are able to move the cursor. Always don't forget the ESC. Whenever you change the command mode and whenever you change the insert mode. Okay. Then, what if I want to delete? So first, delete character. Delete the one character is ESC, then locate. I want to delete IS here, AR. So you can use X key. So X, it's a small X, okay? So just locate, move your cursor and push the X key. You will see it's a deleted character by character, like this. Okay, so X is the delete one character. X is the delete one character. What if I want to delete the entire line at once? To delete the entire line is called the D and D. So 2 times D. So for example, so locate your cursor where you want to delete the line. So this time I want to delete the 3rd line. Then ESC. Then DD. Deleted. One more time, DD. And deleted. One more time, DD. And deleted. And save. Oh, not exit yet. So delete. Okay. Can you? So why don't you try? You can delete one character with X. You can delete the line DD. So why don't you delete the line and delete the character? Okay, then next. I want to copy and paste. We like the copy and paste, right? So how can we copy and paste? So there is one command, copy and paste. So, copy and paste is the YY. So it's a yank. It's called a yank. It's in other words, it's a copy. So let's try. This is you should be careful. So please follow me. I wanna copy hello world. Hello world. YY. So first ESC, then YY. Then followed by P, paste. So P is paste. So YY, then P. You can paste. Once again, I want to copy and paste this line and move your key using arrow, YY, P. Why don't you type one more P? And copy, 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 like this. DD, 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 then delete, like this. Then, next, a little bit challenging part. I want to copy multiple line. Multiple line. you can copy the, for example, 4 line, 4YY, then P. So for example, here, so locate the position. I'm going to copy 4 lines, 4YY. Then the move where you wanna paste. I wanna paste here, P. I wanna paste here, P. Okay, so this is the copy and paste. Then save. Please save. Okay, please save. Then exit, WQ, enter. Then check your file. The size is much bigger because we type a lot, and the time is 7:53. Okay, there are a couple of more, several more the command which is useful. Let me quickly go over them. So even though you don't follow me, it's okay. So open the file. So here, if you want to add a line, what is the adding a new line? It's O key. If you add a line, the above, so O command is below. If you want to add above, the command is large O, shift O. So for example, so if you want to add a line above the shift O, then you can add a line and ESC. So this is another command you can try. But even though you don't know, you can always move and O. Also, if you repeat the command, this is not the proper one right now. Oh, A key. So A key. So A key is, can you guess what's the meaning of A key? A means append. So insert is, you can insert in between. Append means after this. So for example, I wanna add something Python next. Then you can enter ESC-A. Then the cursor is moving to next. From now on, you can type like this and ESC. So A key is after append. Okay. Then pretty much, I think this is the very, very basic command you can use, and WQ. So last thing, so I don't want to touch the file name. Can I create the file using the VIM? Yes, you can VIM my new txt. Even though there is no my new.txt, you can type after VIM, then new file is created. You can see the new file. So new file. So always you can save WQ. Your small project. Your small project is, why don't you create the my new.txt? Then this is your small project. So file name is your last name.txt. Then write about yourself. So at least 5 lines. Then copy 5 lines and paste them to the end and insert the blank line between 2 copies. Then save it. So why don't you try? I will give the 5 minutes. 3 minutes may be enough. So let me open this. Right here. So you can create your file, last name.txt, and write an essay, very short, very simple. Then at least 5 lines, and copy those lines and paste them to the end and insert the blank line. Let me show you my example. So VIM Lee.txt, last name, enter. Then the insert, this is the Professor Lee, and oops. Then I live in Connecticut. I have a wife and 2 children. And I'm teaching the computer science. I like to play tennis. Okay, then after you write the 5 of them, 5 YY. Then 5 lines yanked, so you can see the copy. Then the end of the line, then the P. Then the next task, as you can see, the insert the blank line between 2 copies. So I'm going to move the here. This is the end of the first one. So using O key, give the blank. Then save. Like that. Enter. Then my file is created. Here, there's one more command line. Why don't you use cat? So cat command, like the cat, lee.txt. Even though you do not enter without using VIM, you can see the contents of file using cat command. Cat file name, then see the inside what's the contents, text of the file using cat command. Okay, if you do not complete yet, please do completion during the weekend. So that's your homework. Then the one more thing. So if you want to practice, there are many useful sites. So for example, so you can use, so as I suggest you, before you ask, please go to Google, then type. So VI online, the practice, enter. So there are many the useful sites, interactive VIM tutorial and VI editing exercise, VIM adventure, and there are a bunch of sites where you can practice. Okay. Also, these 2 are what I found. Let me start one of them. So this is the practice. So you can follow the direction, then you are going to learn the VI. Another one is the VIMadventure.com. So you can practice. So you can use H as we learn. So like the H is moving left, L is moving right and down, and like this. So you can practice with the online tool for VI. Okay, so that's the end of today's class. So even though you don't follow me, it's okay. So without using VI, you can do the Python later. But if you are able to use the command line editor, it's really powerful. You can save a lot of time when you are using the when you are using VI. So it is really powerful when run the program on the command line. Okay, thanks so much for your joining, and we will see next week. Next week we are going to use the command line to run the Python. So if you do not install your Python yet, please install the Python. How do I install the Python? Please watch the video for season 1. Then also if you do not know what is a carol, also you can watch the video. Then next week we will run the carol program in command line. Also we are going to edit the carol program VI. Thanks so much for your joining, and have a great weekend.